Hey, good morning. It's Kathryn Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and welcome to the Daily One Command. Today is a little different. I'm not sure if it's a good day or a sad day. I'm feeling both right now. I've been doing the Daily One Command since the start of, I believe it's March. And the idea behind the Daily One Command was to build on a little thing that we used to post, for years, where it would be just a little Facebook post. Here's your Daily One Command. Here's the word. Here's the command, and then walk you through. Like, hey, be sure to enjoy. Here's the one command. And I felt like that wasn't enough. A lot of people were saying it would just help if I had someone who could walk me up through the 6 steps, if I could get a little teaching. I mean, like, yeah, Catherine, to be bold would be nice, to have courage or vision would be nice, but how do you find that vision? Where is that courage that already resides in you? And the idea behind this was I just wanted to do about a 5 to 10 minute little daily video, and it was to serve two purposes. One, to be encouragement, have engagement, so that I could have consistent content on the page, which, hey, that's what we do. But the other was that I was really struggling, honestly, because I had had about a year of really poor health, and I had been working a lot in the virtual commanding the circle, and I was kind of pouring my heart out to that group, and it was about 15, 20 people that were there. But then I had my health challenge last year, and really I just had no strength or energy, and I felt like I had kind of lost my voice and kind of lost my way. Like, what do I really have to offer? What do people really, how can I really help people? What do people need right now? And so I really wanted to just find a way to find my voice in doing this. And I believe I have. The other thing that needed to happen was that for many years I worked with my teacher, my friend, the incredible Asara Lovejoy, who is the creator of the One Command process. She wrote the book by the same name. I had the pleasure, and she's still my dear friend, but of being my teacher and my mentor, and I taught the courses for years, and it was teaching Asara's teaching, and we worked out, like, when we were cohabitating and building the business, and we lived the one command life. We did processes together. I would have inspiration, she'd have inspiration, and together we made something amazing. And I was really struggling with what is my unique voice, because I found that I could talk about Asara a lot, but I couldn't talk about me. And I don't know if you've ever had this, if you're in this business or this realm, but it's a lot easier to talk about other people's teachings and other people's methods and to hype up other people, but it's not necessarily easy to hype up yourself. So that was like some of the intention behind all of this. And what came out of this has been more than what I ever thought. I didn't realize I had this much teaching in me. Okay. And then this Daily One Command kind of evolved into was 30 minutes of teaching on a daily basis. But I was producing content so fast, I really didn't have time to organize the content. Good morning, Lenora. Oh, and I appreciate you. Thank you, Lenora. Been so helpful me in understanding how to do the one command daily, sometimes hourly. Hey, sometimes I do it minute by minute. Okay, but thank you for that. So I had to find my own voice, my own way. What is my teaching? Who is it I want to serve? And what always comes up for me is encouragement. Like, you've got this, you can do this, and to help connect people into their unique vision so that they could feel their purpose, have satisfaction, and really not allow money to be a consideration for them. Because so many people I know are so gifted and talented, and have um, something unique that deserves to be shared with the world. And and I don't believe it's just teachers and healers that have this. I mean, the people who have had a profound effect on me have probably been the same people who had the effect on you. It wasn't a guru or a teacher. It was the lady you met at the market. It was somebody you happened to have a conversation with, and that conversation opened you up into thinking a new way. And in a way, I wanted always to be that person you met along the way. I never wanted to be the whatever a guru is or the destination or have the big thing and have the big followers, but you have to have a following if you want to have an online business. And that was a source of conflict for me for a long time. But I needed to find what it was I really wanted to teach and how I could really serve. I really needed to find my place again in the world. And the Daily One Command, doing this work daily, doing the commitment, really has transformed me. And I hope it has for you too. And the other thing that's happening alongside of this is that there is a major change happening in the United States. And I live in Texas, a red state, and we're one of 33 states where an individual's rights have been taken away, and more rights are threatened. And this is something I feel very passionate about. I'm very concerned about it. I have two granddaughters, and you know, there's laws on the books that really don't affect my day-to-day life, but they affect the lives of others. And this is something that I care deeply and passionately about. I want to devote time and energy to it because I want to assure a future for my granddaughters and other people's granddaughters, okay, and other people's sons. And I have not wanted to talk about it, and I felt like I had to cut that part off, and I felt like I was having to hide a part of myself. And so I didn't want to bring that into our space together, our time together, but I'm finding that having this big force that I want to devote time and energy to, that I must, and this are starting to create a conflict for me. Not that this stops that, but I just have so much bandwidth right now. And so, what's happening? What does all this mean? Well, I'm still going to be teaching the one command, commanding wealth, and I will still be releasing content, but I'm going to be doing something different. What I realized in all this 2 hours a week that I'm and more that I've been teaching you, I really want to organize into more, cohesive workshops, like mini workshops, and I really want to devote time to creating one main signature course. And that way, that'll free up my time, my energy, and frankly, it'll bring my income to the level that I want it to be and need it to be, while I'm still delivering the value and the teaching and being help and encouragement to people to finding their voice, um, creating really a lifestyle business or just enhancing their life whatever way possible. But also, I just want to set it up so that I have more time and resources to devote to this fight for our freedom. And we have a big election in Texas, and it's coming up in November. And I really want to jump in and help as much as humanly possible. So what this is going to look like is I'll be still doing daily one commands, but they're going to be recorded. They won't be live like these, and they will be much shorter, but you will see many workshops come up, some free, some paid, but they're all very affordable. And then if people want to work with me at a deeper level, they certainly can. The other thing that I want to be able to help people with is how to um, develop their coaching practice or the small business, but usually taking your particular gifts, how to identify them, and turn it into a business. And that's the thing that I'm really, I've always wind up helping people. I sit down and I can help them break up a business, create a business pretty quick. My brother, a few years back, was struggling. He needed to be able to generate income, but he really couldn't work a regular job because of some health issues. And I sat down in a day. We designed his curb painting business. And I said, "Oh, here's how we do it. We're going to market it. Let's get you started. And here's how you're going to start out." And I mean, in a day, we had it all lined out for him. And he was able just to step into that business and start generating some really good money. And then within a month, he was able to hire people and just step back into the management. So I love brainstorming with people to really create the ideal business for them. And that's the space that I want to operate in. Okay. So I just want to let you know that today is my last day of the Daily One Command, and you're going to be seeing different content. And if you want to be able to get all of the teachings where I have all of this stored in one place, so you don't have to go looking for it, it is in the free community. I have all of the Daily One Commands there. I have all of the recordings, audio recordings of the Daily One Command. I have all of our circles, and I have other classes and mini teachings and things that I have presented there, and a lot of bonus materials. There's hours and hours and hours of this. And there's even the basics of the one command. How do we really, what is the one command? How does it work? Why does it work? And what are the actual steps and how to apply it for different things? That is located in the free community. So I hope that if you haven't yet, please join that group so that you can access all of these. Okay. All right, my sweet friends. So let's do this. Yeah, be sure and join that. And I'll be watching, especially watching the next couple of days for your membership, for your name to pop up in the membership. If you've already joined and you're not sure how to get back to it, I will today. I'm going to send out to everybody who's part of that group the login information with a special email too. Okay. All right, let's get into this. And so, yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so let me get over to the back to the comments. I feel like I kind of lost folks. There we go. All right, so what are we going to do today now that I said all that? What the heck are we going to do? Well, today I just wanted to be present to you and find out how can I help you today? What is it that you are commanding for? Okay, and if you want to post, hey, today I'm commanding for money, a solution, I need a new car, I've got some health stuff, whatever. If you have something, a specific question or concern, please be sure and post it, and we'll do a command around that. Okay, so in the meantime, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to think about what it is you truly want, need, or desire, right? But what do you want? And this question throws so many people off because they start throwing up limitations. A lot of people don't hear all the limiting beliefs that they have are their questions or concerns. But what's on the underneath side of it is somehow they don't believe they have the right to what they want. That they have to defend it somehow. They have to justify it. But I want to just invite you to tune in to what it is you really want. Okay, what do you want? When you think about what you want, what does that look like? Like if you had it, you had the magic wand, what would that look like for you? What would it be like to have that fulfilled, that want fulfilled? Get clear on that. We're not thinking about any objections, any reason you can't, but what would it look like for you? Beautiful. Now, when you think about what you want, in having that desire fulfilled, in having that thing that you want, what will you be able to have, be, or do as a result of that? What will you be able to have, be, or do as a result of what you want, of that desire fulfilled? Will you be more free? Will there be some ease? Will you be able to help other people? Will you have independence? Will you be able to have greater connection? What will you be able to have, be, or do as a result? Now, here's the way, the reason I'm asking this is how, this is where you begin with the one command. And in this thing that you want, is there a representation of it in your life now? Now, what does that mean? And when you're in thinking about what you want, is there a representation of it in your life now? So that means, are you already working on it? Do you have it to a certain degree, but you want it to have it at a greater degree? Or is it represented because you see other people having it and you want it too? But how is that showing up in your life right now? The thing that you want. Is it a wish? Or you're going, yeah, I'm doing this, but I want a greater expression. But just think about how it is now. Maybe it's something you had it in the past and you want it back. Okay. And so now step into the future of your wish fulfilled. Step into the future of your wish fulfilled. Think about waking up in that wish fulfilled. When you wake up in this amazing day of your wish fulfilled, what are your first thoughts? And as you're looking forward to the rest of your day, yeah, what does your perfect day look like? And really spend some time with this. Just take a moment. And if you want to replay this video and come back to this, you certainly can. And then what if, with your wish fulfilled, it's better than you could imagine? It's better. It turns out better than you hoped. You were hoping to generate 100,000 a year, and it tripled. Instead of 100,000 a year, you're making 300,000 a year. If you were, if you wanted a new car, instead of a new car that worked okay, you had the car, and maybe there was another car for another purpose. If you wanted a love relationship, and it turned out you just wanted a place that you felt safe and nurtured and cared for, and it turned out you met someone that in that relationship you bloomed and blossomed in ways, and you discovered parts of yourself that you only hoped to know, and you had more adventures, more fun, more laughter, more connection, hotter sex than you ever thought. Right? What could be the best possible outcome? And what we're doing is just expand that to an idea even greater. And then in your wish fulfilled, and it's an idea greater than itself, it's bigger than you hoped for, what greater good could arrive because of the fulfillment of your desire? What greater good? Now I think about beautiful Lenora who makes jewelry. And here's a little idea. So imagine Lenora, I'm just going to bother you for, like borrow you for a second. I'm going to make this up, but Lenora's beautiful jewelry and her unique designs. Someone comes and says, I love this design. I really would love to license this design because we want to use it to promote um, awareness, right? For I just think about who is that actress who her jewelry, her one necklace wound up being used for a big fundraiser, that one, but that type of thing. We want to use a piece of your jewelry. We want to license this design so that we can bring greater awareness for a great cause. And as a result of that, one, we're going to pay you $1 million, and then we're going to have a national campaign, a worldwide campaign, and you're going to get a percentage of all the proceeds that's generated because of that. And not only is there greater awareness of this cause that Lenora cares about, everybody who wears it feels loved and supported. They feel happy, right? And it gives them a way to talk about what they care about. It reaffirms their beliefs. It gives encouragement and inspiration. That's an idea greater than itself. It serves more good in its fulfillment. That's bigger than, making sure you're making enough to cover your bills, right? So I also believe that a happy, fulfilled person who's living that fulfilled life has an effect on consciousness. And you have an effect on the people around you, but also people that you can't see. And your happiness could affect 10, 20, 50,000, 100,000 people because you're raising your vibration. You just walking around being happy, you just being the best version of yourself can change the world. Okay. So now go back to the thing that you want. Okay, go back to what it is that you want, that you are commanding for. And it may already adjust. Okay, there we go. So your command would be, I don't know how and you just simply state what you want. Notice we aren't dealing with any blocks or concerns or oh my gosh, what else could happen? We aren't even putting our mind there. We're going to direct our thoughts towards what we truly want and desire. So I don't know how and state what you want. Courageously. Be bold as brass, my love. I only know it's so now and I am fulfilled. Now here's a little trick or tip. If you make that command and it doesn't quite sound right to you and you need to adjust it, say it out loud again until you get that feeling. Ah, yes. That's coming from your throat chakra. Ah, yes. That's your affirming. Yeah, that. Beautiful. All right, let's go for it. Let's go ahead and we're going to go into the 6 steps of the one command. So I'm going to just invite you to ground into the earth. Just picture, visualize, or imagine you're like a tree and you have long, long roots connecting you to the earth. And just let any aches or pains, any tension in your body just release right down into the earth. And I'm going to invite you to allow that earth energy to come back up to your feet, into your knees, into your hips, up your spine, in your neck and your shoulders. Oh, yeah, those shoulders, down your elbows and your wrists, and all the way down into your fingers, right to your fingertips. Next, bring your attention to your heart as you are aligning to your purpose. And your purpose is the fulfillment of your desire, of whatever it is that you want. Now, I also want to invite you to become aware of your connection to Source. And it's represented as a pole of light that's coming right down through the top of your head. This energy is your spiritual life force energy. This is how you're connected to your higher self. And just feel that energy coming right down through the top of your head, down your spine, through your hips, right down into the earth. Now, what's starting to happen in your body is your own energy, the creative life force energy from the earth, and the spiritual life force energy that is you in a greater expression are all begin to mix, mingle, and blend. Now, with your eyes closed, very softly roll your eyes up. Picture, visualize, or imagine that you are traveling up a pole of light. The higher you go, the faster you go. And instantly, you're just breaking through the darkness into the light of pure, open potential. And I'm going to hold a space for you to state your command. We're going to do it 2 times. First, you're going to say it out loud. Okay? So I'll say it slow, and then you're going to say it mentally. So follow after me. I don't know how and then state what you want. I only know it is so now, or I do now, and I am fulfilled. Just let your eyes relax for a second. Let that go. Remember to breathe. Eyes closed. Roll your eyes back up. Now mentally follow along. I don't know how and state your desire. State your command. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. Now let your eyes relax. Let that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And now I just want to invite you to come back down into your body and start receiving with gratitude the gifts from your higher self, everything that you need. Do you need the vision? Do you need the skills? Do you need the understanding? Just start to receive everything you need. And as you begin to actively receive and this greater state of being arrives, just let these old beliefs, these old limitations, the old fears, and the old doubts, just let it go, let it go, let it go. And unwind, unwind, unwind. And then as the new idea starts to rewind, rewind, rewind. There we go. Just let it start to integrate, bringing your attention back to your heart. And now, when you think about what it is that you want, you may be getting some ideas. You may be getting some clarity. So, what do you know now that you didn't know before? And of course, get those written down as quickly as possible. Open your eyes and you can write those down. I still have the practice sheets available. Your revelations, oh yeah, do this, and then just do a mind dump. Get it out of your head and onto paper because you might not take action today on what you see, but it gets it out of your head. And with this writing it, this is brain writing, you're actually cementing it in your brain. You're making it more real. And then ask yourself, what is the next step? Now that I know this, now that I know what I want, now that I have this greater state of being, what do I do? What are my next steps? And of course, if I can be of any help to you, I still am seeing clients. If you are needing some clarity, if you have an idea but you can't quite get it fleshed out, if you find that you've already figured out your big vision and you're working on something and you're not getting any traction, I can help you, one, with, hey, let's find out what's sabotaging you on the belief side, but also what is the practical strategic side, and let's get those two working together. And that's why I'm the big vision coach, and that's how I help people. So if I can be of any help or service to you, please let's book a call. It's free, and I've got the link right in the description. But it's just a bit.ly link here, bit.ly/big vision coach. Be sure and capitalize the first letter of each word, okay? And then take you right to my appointment calendar. All right, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on this. You'll be seeing some replays and some other things coming out. And I'm not gone, I'm just reshaping my business, okay? And I just love you and appreciate you so much. So until next time, this is Kathryn Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and I witness your mastery. Bye bye, everybody.